All right, so this is Ron with Sandcar Services, and I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek at what I did to Will's car here. I'm doing a preseason prep for him. Still have his right side CV assembly out. He has mid boards, so yeah, I guess I love doing those so much I end up getting a lot of them. They're not bad, and when you do them on a regular basis, it's not too bad. But he had these German fuel filters, and they're not my favorite fuel filters. They're extremely difficult to find, especially for a shop that has never worked on the car before, because I get a lot of customers that'll say, hey, can you change or clean the fuel filters when it comes in? But if they don't know what their fuel filter numbers are and they don't have them set up ahead of time, a lot of times those filters are a pain. But what was even more difficult on this one is on an ideal fuel pump setup, you want to have a 100 micron pre-screen filter, which would be that one right down there that we put in. Thanks to Dave at CarTech for setting me up with the two Aeromotive filters. So 100 micron pre-pump filter, and then after it comes out of the pump, obviously that's my protector to keep CV from hitting the frame. That was my invention. Comes up and goes into, on this one we're running a 10 micron post-pump filter before the injectors. Both of these are completely cleanable. Actually, this one's a replaceable cartridge. That one down there is cleanable. So this will be the last time he has to really buy fuel filter assemblies other than the cartridge filter that's inside this, and those are pretty reasonable. But the way this thing is set up, oh, by the way, yes, it does have a fuel shutoff, so to whoever set this car up, because you guys know how I feel about not having a fuel shutoff on both the safety side and the service side. But this is something I updated. I talked him into doing. It is a little bit of a financial commitment the first time you do it, because you're dealing with Aeromotive filters, and I believe, I forget which one's which, but one of them is basically $160 plus the fittings, and the other one's like $130 plus the fittings. I always tell everybody, just round it off to $200 per filter by the time you get all your fittings and anything else that you need for it. But it's a great investment to do these filters. I've seen filters like this online from Phoenix. I've also seen them from Evil Energy, although I've never used them. They're so cheap. The Evil Energy ones look really nice, but man, I have not seen one in person. But for 40 bucks a cartridge, it scares me on the fuel side. But one of these days I might invest in a set just so I can find out, because I don't want to talk bad about something if it ends up being nice. But this is what we're doing on the update for Will's car. And real quick, I'm going to get my old fart butt off the ground and I'll walk you around. This is the one I put the new high performance 8.5 millimeter MSD spark plug wires on. He wanted a major tune-up. That's pretty much a major tune-up for an LS, is plugs and wires. There's 8 individual coils, so put protectors on it just to keep the heat off the headers from messing with those, so they should pretty much last the life of him having the sand car. But look at this pretty shiny 930 CV to the midboard. Woo! And you see those springs, the wire ties? Man, I hate those things on CVs. I just don't like them. There's sometimes you have to use them, but not always. And when you don't have to use them, I don't. So he is now, whoop, let me zoom you out. He is now officially a hose clamp guy. And I have checked them and they are good. So this one down here is really close because of the thin boot flange. But I basically milled the hose clamp head down so that it doesn't drag on the seal. So thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video. Ron with Sandcar Services. I'm out.